Hey guys, it's 2022 and finding a project vehicle that you can afford, it's not that freaking easy right now. But you can still find them. I found one. It's behind me. No, it's not this Land Cruiser 80 Series. It's something else. Finding them on Marketplace, not that fun. If you find one and it's more than 5 minutes from your house, chances are someone's going to beat you there and they're just going to take the first person who shows up's offer. But if you're just willing to just drive around, risk getting shot, you can just, hello sir, I notice you have that in your backyard. Would you want to sell it to your guy? Me. Me. And sometimes you'll stumble upon something and it'll be a great deal, or sometimes, they're going to fix it up one day when they're 90. I don't know. I don't understand that logic. So let's put our eyes on it. It is a K5 Blazer, 1981 flavor. Originally a 305. Someone's put a Centerbolt head 350 in it. It does not run. And it has not ran in 10 years or more. We'll go look at it and check out the plates. All I've done is bring it home and tied it to a tree, pulled it off the trailer, and then use my mower and my Land Cruiser to get it to where it's at. Basically getting it to where it can make a right turn in here. I did lay on the creeper and look underneath it to see how rusty it is, but I've never even been in the driver's seat of it because I've only reached in with the door open to steer it off the trailer and own the trailer. Previous owner, he had told me later that he had Alzheimer's, so Alzheimer's. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just don't want to say it wrong. So I didn't really want to work on it there because he would constantly forget what he had told me and try to tell me again. And also, I didn't want him to get hurt trying to help me because he's an older gentleman. And he is one of those just dudes, just like, nope, you're here, you need help, I'm going to help you. So I decided to bring it home instead of fixing it there. I've been eyeing this guy for almost 7 years. I remember when I first moved here, my father-in-law took me to breakfast. We're driving down back roads, and I was like, see 3 K5 Blazers right there in that guy's yard. I should stop by there one day. It took me 7 years to do it. I just kind of forgot about it. And then I was in that area again not long ago. And I said, I wonder if I can find that road where the Blazers were. I found them, and there was 4 total. One you couldn't see because it was just in pieces. And he would sell me 3 of them. Not the nicest one, but the one that was in pieces, one that was in more pieces, I guess, and then this one, which is a piece. It's not nice. It's rough. But K5 Blazers still bring great money. This is a K5 Blazer. What can I do to make this one nice again? Make it bring good money? I don't know. I didn't just purchase this Blazer. I purchased 3 total. This wheel was on the Blazer and it held no wind. It's got a window in it. You see that? Yeah. So I hopped on Marketplace looking for some rollers so I could use the rollers to get each one home. And I bought this wheel and tire for $5 on Marketplace. Good spare, holds air. Both of those are wrong. So does $5 not go as far as it used to? Because by golly, back in my day, it could buy you a set of 4 Wilson. No, I'm just kidding. So combined with the flat spare, it currently has 4 flats. There is just one champion. Yeah, how you like that Bondo? I think that's where the panel was. It said Chevrolet. We got one champion of a tire up there, right front, holding air. And you see this, someone was a cake decorator, I think. Spackle work. Look at that. Looks like they were going for the old emblem deletes there, because you see the little tack welds and then body filler over it. I'd rather just have all the Silverado emblems on it if it was me. But if you just look at it and avoid the Bondo and then the poorly installed lower rocker there, it's actually a really, really straight K5 Blazer. Like, I see a dent there, and other than that, okay, point taken. Other than that, she is really straight. It's just sad that whoever got a hold of this thing really got a hold of it. I don't even know if it was a Silverado edition or not. I think that's a 1 year only grill, 81. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I've never had an 81. I've had an 80, and I've had a 79, and I've had an 83. Here we go. Burleson High School, 91, 92. That explains a lot. That's in Texas, near Dallas, I believe. So this is some high school kid's vehicle at one point. I've never seen 325 60-15 mud terrains. That's just like a really wide 30-inch tire, I think. Those shocks look like they're from a lift kit, but they're completely collapsed almost. I don't get it. Oh, and I've never been inside it. I've only opened the door to steer it when I winched it on. The previous owner, he did all the sitting in it while I drug it around at his property. Oh, okay. There's no door panels at all. The dash. And I think this is how we start it. That there. Okay. I don't think that was an option. Swivel seats on the passenger side. I want to say these are like later K5 Blazer seats, because I had a 90 or 91 K5 Blazer, and it had seats that looked just like these. And see, there's some bolt holes there, which I think is where the factory seats went. They're not in terrible. Oh, there's some rat poop. Okay. Oh, there's the fender flares. I was wondering if it had the passenger flares. Glove box. What's over there? I can't see. Oh, there's the dash. What else is in there? What do you see? Oh, I think those are door panels. Oh, it has door panels. Oh, I see a tail light. Oh, what I do see is a custom stereo. Oh man, how many subwoofers do you need? Dear God, that's just so very custom. Both sides. Oh man. Oh, okay. More rust repair. But overall, I mean, no rust here. That's the factory rocker there. I assume these drill into the body. I have never Never liked bushwhacker flares. I don't know if they drill into the body or not. Yeah, there's no fake. So those drill into the body. Okay, that's just sad. So I think I'm gonna start by putting a battery in it, and we'll go from there. See what happens next. Hello. Okay. So, way back in 1981, center bolt heads weren't invented yet. So this was, this has got to be something from like a 87 and up to 95. I did crawl under it when I was just trying to see if there's any parts missing off the whole vehicle. And I noticed that there's stamping on the block. I Googled that, and this is a 87 through 95 Chevrolet 350. Who knows what it came out of? Probably a pickup truck. We're just going to assume. And they just slapped the 4-barrel intake on it and a Edelbrock carburetor under there. Made in America. All right. Long tube headers. I hate long tube headers on anything related to Chevy 4-wheel drives. They usually just they hang lower than the oil pan. I just like when I think about building something like this for off-roading, the last thing I want to have is my exhaust hanging so low that it can just, grab a rock, and then I have exhaust leaks or broken studs in my head. Just keep the stock manifolds. I mean, what do you want? You trying to take it from 190 horsepower to 194? It's just not worth it. So I'm going to slap a battery in here, and then I'm going to trace the wires from that push button start and see what I can figure out, and maybe we'll see if it'll turn over. Okay, so I've looked through all this wiring. I can't find anything wrong with any of it. I threw a battery in it. Battery could be weak because I just bought it from Walmart, but it should have done something. And I hit the start button, verified there was power at the start button that's underneath the dash, and it runs to the starter to activate the starter solenoid. Well, this thing has, like I said, long tube headers, and I cannot touch or get to the wires on the starter because of the heat shield. The drive shaft is kind of in my way of reaching it, and the long tube headers especially. They're just a nightmare. Don't put those on your vehicle, especially if you have a 4-wheel drive square body, because it's just never seen them not be awful under, especially something that goes off-road. Just junk. And they're usually just cheap. That's why people buy them. Long tube, Flowtech, Hedman, Hooker. It's one of those brands, and they're just long tube, small block Chevy headers, and they toss them on, because they're general application, bolt on anything type stuff. So I'm going to go in there, take the starter off, look at all the connections on it, bench test it, and then we'll go from there. Maybe we'll get it to turn over. I forgot to record me trying to turn it over, but I mean, it's just been me going, and then press button, then nothing. So just imagine what that would look like on video. And you're there, you're caught up. All right, so now I'm gonna bench test the starter I removed, and hook to a car battery terminal there, and touch this little lead here. Yeah, got. That's what you want to see. I'm touching it to here is that's running from the power terminal over to the terminal to, because this is the relay for the starter. And this relay works to send power to the starter. So that's good. It's a new day. I know. Happens. Gonna jump back on the Blazer. And where I left off is I got it to turn over. Starter's back in. The only way the push button homemade start would work is if you bypassed the actual push button starter. So, but now we know that it'll turn over. I'm gonna verify it has spark by sticking my little spark plug light deal in there. And if it does have spark, then I know the fuel pump works because there's a toggle switch I flipped on and I heard it pumping fuel to the front and it dumped some on the valve cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and, pending it has spark, get a hose ready and let that toggle switch be my way to pump all of the bad gas out. Bring the sparkles. Was there any sparkles? Okay. And that should mean yes. Guys, it is done. I don't know, 5-gallon bucket, maybe that's 2 gallons of fuel. So now I'm about to set the gas can up here and use my siphon filter to pump 5 gallons into the tank to replace what we just pulled out of the tank. So do that and then we'll see if she'll fire off, man, with some fresh gas. Look at that magic. I had to change it because I splashed gas in my face. Usually doesn't happen when you use these. If you don't know what's happening, hear that sound? Hear that sound? That is a shake siphon filter. And if you don't know what that glorious thing is, let me show you with this Harbor Freight one that doesn't work nearly as well as the one I got from a truck stop. This is brass, and inside there is a glass ball. Yeah, like basically it's a marble. And when you put it in there into the fuel, and you do the I don't know what else to call this, but the you know, you do the kind of the shake weight motion, you know, and then that starts pumping the fuel from here. Here's where we are. There's 5 gallons of new fuel in the tank. Drain the old stuff using the pump to pump it out. Your boy's smart like that. Yes, not really at all. The spark plug wire that was missing, I replaced it with this style, 5 horsepower minimum, right? There is a Ghetto toggle switch hooked up to the Ghetto toggle switch. My toggle switch hooked to the toggle switch that doesn't work. Not toggle switch, push start. And we know it has spark. And I put some wind in the tires. So let's see if I can get it fire off with some starting fluid and then pull it here. Now, if that doesn't work, you're gonna see me get out angrily. But I'm hoping, because it has spark, new fuel, that it can just find its cojones and just drive over here. Can I just Gotta just get it at my garage where my tools are. And it hasn't supposedly ran in 12 years. Let's see what happens. Let's try it. Yeah. You either see me drive to you, or you'll see me get out angry. See what happens. Better time now. Get her done. Yeah. And it's gonna run. It helps when you hook up both battery terminals. Go! Round two. Runs. No gears. I have park and 7 neutrals. 7 of them. I don't know why. I know it doesn't have that many gears, but there's 7 neutrals. I hope this fixes it. It's really low on transmission fluid. If not, it needs a transmission. See what happens. Put some magic shift juice in it. Some ATF stop leak, because where did that transmission fluid go? You know? All right, let's try again. And nighttime charm. Let's go. Now. Can a guy just drive it 10 foot? All right, so now we have a running vehicle with not a lot of gears. I put every bit of transmission fluid that was applicable to, you know, the Dex-Mex old standard that I have in my garage. So I had to run out and buy some more, you know, the quality Supertech stuff. And also, I didn't have enough mobile oil left, so I had to go buy some more so I can do the oil change. This is basically very similar to Rotella, but it's cheaper. And we don't know if it runs and drives. We know it runs, we don't know if it drives. I cross-referenced the Fram PH5 filter on there because there's books in Walmart don't go back to 81. They don't go past 99. So in this ST5 Supertech, it says made in America. That's what counts. Okay. Got some heavy duty scrubbing pads so I can wash the thing up. Got some the generic version of Lucas oil stabilizer. We're going cheap here, guys, okay? I already had that, but this other stuff I spent like 40 something bucks on, okay? For oil change and some other junk. So I'm gonna go ahead and top off that transmission fluid, see if it backs out, and then I'm gonna wash it on a time lapse, and then I'll get it back in to put all these fluids in. But if it has forward, reverse gears, then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the oil change on it. Let's go. Man, if you made it all the way to this point right here, congratulations. You have endured me for that long. That is the first YouTube video I've ever completed. I've been trying for 2 years to not forget to film or not to screw up the filming or not just put my foot in my mouth when I'm recording and saying dumb things. So the Blazer, after 12 years, runs, moves under its own power. I've drove around my yard a little bit. I think I heard it shift. I think I felt it shift into second gear. But I only have like 2.5 acres, I think. 2 acres, something like that. So I got wheels and tires lined up for it. And on the next video that I'm editing, we get those shined up, cleaned up, and get them on it. And it's going to make a big transformation from where it started. So please come back for that. I'm going to go back to editing that. And hopefully I'll be test driving it here in the next couple of days, and all that stuff should be filmed as well. Trying to do better. But thank you. See you on the next one.